What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. All right, folks, so let's talk about a few things. First off, codes. That's right, we got ourselves some more codes, guys. You guys can see we got approval here for Skill Scrolls 2 times 6 plus a Mana Power Extract. So if you are not supporting, why the hell not? Why the hell not? Why aren't you clicking that support button? Get in there, support your boy, and get yourself some codes. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 active codes currently giving you up to 2,000 Essence Stones, Mana Power Elixirs, exclusive weapon designs, lucky chests, 600k gold, and a Mana Power Extract, plus some skill scrolls that you can use right now. So if you are a supporter, I already sent these out this morning. Check out your support page. You guys should see this under coupon history and get yourself rolling. Now, let's talk a little bit about what everyone's been asking since the last two videos have been out, Saurin. Now, couple things I want to discuss with you guys when it comes down to Saurin. First off, do you need her at A5 or is A3 sufficient? I'm going to be absolutely clear here for you guys when it comes down to any, and I mean any hunter at this point that you want to be valid for any form of endgame content. There is no more, and I mean this when I truly mean this, there is no more A3s, A2s, A1s, etc. Right? Sorry, I want to make sure everything here is good. Okay, it is. A5 is where you want to go. And the reason behind this, of course, is the fact that you are going to be struggling with power. No matter where you go with this, power is going to be an issue that will cause you some strain when it comes down to WOBL. So if you are wondering, can I stop at Saurin at A3? Sure, the answer is absolutely you can, but where do you want to go with her, right? I'm not talking about her motorcycle. I'm talking about where do you want to go with her in terms of content, right? If you are planning to stop at A3, then you best believe you're going to have to push your Cha to at least A10, to at least be enough power to go clear the recommended, especially if you plan to do hard mode. Now, if you don't plan to do hard mode, guys, and you're okay with just doing normal and easy, you may be able to get away with A3 here and then have like Cha to A5 and Mei Lin to A5. Sure, that may work. But I don't think if you plan to go, actually I know for a fact, if you plan to go to hard mode and compete for the top 3,000, top 5,000, top 6,000, whatever the case may be, you're going to need to at least get yourself to A5. Okay, now the reason why, a couple of reasons why Saurin is going to be very important as well is because of a couple of things. One, she's if not the best breaker in the game at the moment. Number two, she's also bugged, right? So when they finally decide to fix this bug, she's going to be coming in gangbusters with the amount of damage she does. So first off, you can see here an issue where the increase in missile damage effect is only applied to the first missile hit. Shout out to Mouse for figuring this one out and the some Korean players. Again, I wasn't sure if this is a real thing or not, but for me personally, I think this is a massive, massive DPS loss, and I think you guys can agree with that because she shoots, what, 8 missiles or something? And if it's only the first missile that's getting the bonus, and that bonus is pretty big, then you're losing out a lot of damage, right? Take a look at the bonus here, right? You can see here, the missiles, first off, do more damage when it comes down to, where is it? I think it's her weapon. Let me just find her weapon real quick. There it is. You guys can see, increases the user's missile damage by 100%. That's all of her missiles doing 100% more damage. Not to mention, at A5, her actual break skill, her limit break skill, gives her increased damage by 50%, increases missile damage by 50%, increases critical hit damage. What the hell is going on here? So this is a big deal. This is a huge deal. And not to mention on top of that, right? On top of that, your A5 is also increasing your water damage by an extra 10%. Normally, you get the 10% bonus already as it is with her Sub-Zero, but the Sub-Zero then becomes 2% instead of 1%, stacking up to 10 times. So you get 20% more water damage. Now, add that in with Mei Lin's water damage bonus, right? You guys can see how much more water damage you'll be doing with the new Cha. Where is that bonus? Hold on a second. Is it the QTE? It's one of these ones. One sec here. There it is, Puddle. Water damage increased by 8%. So 28% more water damage, not to mention Cha's most likely going to have some sort of water damage in her kit as well too. So this is going to be a big, big deal to get Saurin to A5. Up to you guys on that. Many of you guys have been asking, what should I do? Here's the thing though. Who do you prioritize first? Cha will always be your priority. Then it should be Mei Lin. Then it should be Saurin. Okay, that should be your priority. I don't want people to think I'm telling you to summon her to A5 and forget about Cha, forget about Mei Lin. In my opinion, Mei Lin is actually more important than Saurin when it comes down to it because she's got way more buffs. On top of that, Cha is going to be the most important because your DPS should always be your most important character. Always. That's at the end of the day, that is the character you're going to want to go for as your max because damage is king in this game. Yes, breaks are important. Yes, like hybrid builds are important, right? She's very similar to Goto. It's like saying, who would you go for, Goto or Mirai first? Mirai should always be your priority, and then should be your supporter, then it should be your breaker, right? So gauge it. If you don't have, I would say, minimum 80k essence stones left after summoning for her to A5, then you don't do it. Right? That's how I'm picturing it. I've got 51k, and I'm still saving all of my draws here on my free to play. I'm at 18. Hopefully, I'll be about closer to like 30ish by the time we get there, and then hopefully closer to about 80k by the time 2 weeks hits. I know it seems far fetched. It is looking like that right now, but like this upcoming reset, I'm gonna get myself 1,450 trophies, and honestly, she is important, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. She will play a big part in the brand new WOBL. All right, now let's go over to Wind. Now I know a lot of you guys have been asking, Payne, what do I do with Wind? Do I save for Leonard, or do I stick with Mirai, Goto, and Hansimi? I'll be honest with you guys. For those people who think that Mirai is gonna be replaced, I don't really know if that's gonna be true. I think Mirai has enough power in this game. She has enough of a presence, and is one of the best DPS in the game still. He would have to be absolutely busted, and I mean busted, in order to replace Mirai. Like my Mirai, for example, is a 7, and I can't imagine myself getting rid of her for anything. I really can't. Like, because she is just absolutely broken for me, and I would be remiss to say that one character coming out would absolutely destroy this kind of character. Mirai's biggest problem has always been her MP management, but now that's easier to manage with the proper cores and, of course, MP reduction gems, etc., right? So she's actually much, much better than she was when she first came out. And not to mention, of course, Hansimi also provides her with the proper mitigation for that effect, right? Which is essentially giving her what she needs in order to continuously damage with the MP regen. So is Leonard going to be a must-have? I don't know. The only reason why I said he was important is that they have a pattern that when the brand new character comes out with a hard mode, that character is usually built for that hard mode, right? Like think of Kanae for Deimos, think of Mirai for Vulcan, think of Isla for Baron. But again, I mean, you could finish Baron with hard mode with using the Wind team alone. So am I gonna go for Goto? Probably not. I'm gonna try to see if my A5 Wu can help. I'm gonna when the content does come out, my goal is to finish it both with the Wind team as well as with I want to finish it with the Wind team as well as with the Water team. Right? I want to be able to use both to get the job done. So at the end of the day, it's one of those situations where you have to understand my whole logic behind this is I want to be able to show you guys you can do it with older units as well as the newer units. So I wanted to just answer some of those questions. Goto will be out as well too with the anniversary release on May 8th. That's when it's happening. So if you plan to get for Goto, save your black tickets for then, and then you can use those black tickets to build your Win team if that's the way you want to go instead. All right, folks, I just wanted to answer those questions for you. There's a brand new code. Make sure you go like, support, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, there'll be a live stream going on discussing all of the brand new artifacts and who they belong to, who they're best for, as well as which artifacts are best for each unit. We're going to be doing that live with GoHack, Ryan, and Alex Rudick as well. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Take care.